What is going on, everyone? KMDolph back for the next installment of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Now, we're here in Nekataka as we left off. Now, Nekataka is an interesting citadel. I say that because it's huge. If we have a look, there's like six different sections. Now, we're in the Queen's Berth at the moment, and we're going to spend today's episode, looking around the Queen's Berth for hopefully what will be the next part of what it is that we're doing. So, I mean, the ship is safely over at the dock, and that's fine, and we're over here. And then we have all of these flippin' places that we can go to, and we're going to go and look at all of them, and we're going to try and rebuild our forces after the unfortunate death of everybody in the last episode when I tried to fight another ship that didn't work. So, guys, we're going to get into part one, what I'm assuming is part one of Nekataka today, and we're going to get straight into things right after the intro.
It's all the same when you're out of your mind, changing colors to hide from the blistering lights. They still burn in my...
Okay, and we're back from the intro, and let's go talk to this bloke because he said something to me on my way out. No, he doesn't do anything. Very good. Let's go talk to this woman over here. She's standing still.
Madiko, where is that spoiled brat?
A woman in fine clothes clutches a ledger in both hands. She searches the faces of passers-by, settling on yours with an uncertain frown.
Laro is past due for a company meeting. Mother wants me to drag the elusive louse back by his ear.
She tucks the book under her arm.
Must be nice to be a layabout. Uncle Engbert would have tanned my hide.
The faint trace of a smile forms on Hadar's lips.
Fuck. I am angry and jealous in equal measure. You'd think this district was a maze, the way he manages to hide.
Glances over your shoulder and sighs, then looks back at you with sudden recognition.
The spirit magnet? Sientere, that I did not recognize you. If you desire to get in the graces of the Valiant Trading Company, we can help each other.
How can I help?
Persuade you to watch out for Laro? I'd pay generously for your trouble.
What's this? Study her hands. Nera has been digging her nails into her ledger, leaving crescent moon-shaped impressions in the binding. She notices your interest and holds the book protectively close.
I'm concerned because Laro tends to feud with Orso, one of the local Valera rats.
If I happen across him.
I'll be waiting at the estate in case he happens to return. Laro and his miscreant friends carouse at the tavern, the falls above the Adra Mill, and the southwestern bridge.
Cool.
If you see him, tell Laro to get his good-for-nothing ass back home.
Well, we do have this thing with chasing a rogue god to the ends of Aora, but I guess if it's on the way.
Very good. So we bring the map back up. There's apparently a tavern here. Where's the tavern? It's got to be a tavern. Shipwright, hunting and sundries, blah blah blah, back alley, dockside armor, road north. That's the estate that I got to come to. That's the Valera estate. All right. Well, let's go. Let's go here. She did say the Luminous Adra Mill, didn't she? The falls above the Adra Mill, which is up here, so he must be hiding in there. Carouse at the tavern, the falls above the Adra Mill, and the southwestern bridge. Alright, well, let's go to the Luminous. Let's go here. I don't know where the tavern is. I don't know what that is.
The Queen is holding court today with the Valiant and Rawatayans.
That sounds interesting. Not really. Alright, let's go find this little scoundrel. I'm assuming he's going to be here. I'm hoping he's going to be here. I don't want to spend terribly long in this section of the town. Cortina's voice finds you before she does, her barks of laughter and cheerful directives resounding throughout the mill. She flits from worker to worker, offering critique and approval. When she finally spots you, a shadow of apprehension passes over her face. She hides it with a toothly grin.
If you are here about the taxes, tell the queen... Oh, you are not the tax collector.
Hand twitching at the hilt of her blade.
What business brings you to my mill? Okay?
Cortina leans in close, one prodigiously furry eyebrow raised.
You go around asking just anyone in Queensberth personal questions, maybe you end up dead in a ditch. Have caution, eh? Lucky for you, I am a woman of honor.
She gives you a sunny smile and claps her hands together.
I direct luminous milling for the Valian Trading Company. It's a nice job, huh? And I'm quite good at it. You want to know more? Buy me a drink first, per guano.
Cortina claps you on the shoulder, a playful smile on her lips. Looks about the room with exaggerated wonder, her green eyes wide. She laughs a little to herself and runs a finger across the arm of the chair beside her. She holds the finger up for your inspection. It's caked in shimmering blue dust.
We mill luminous, of course. Take big chunks, break into smaller chunks, crush into dust-sized chunks. Per complancanet, it is really not so complicated.
She gives you a condescending little pat on the arm.
Good day.
Very good. Rooftop balcony. Get me there. Where's the kid? I'm gonna find him. Little rat bastard. Hope we find him.
Seraphin, thought we agreed you'd stay out of my head.
I weren't in your head, lad. You think like an ogre snores. Would be a fool and a half not to make sure them thoughts ain't full up of trouble.
What do you think you're gonna find?
Nothing particular, just, anything.
Okay. Oh, that was annoying and pointless. Nothing there. Okay. Interesting. Absolutely nothing exciting going on in the Adra Mill. Alright. Where to next? Southwestern Bridge. Well, that's the road south. Where are these stupid kids? Nera told me that her younger brother Laro missed an appointment. He's likely somewhere in Queensberth. Nera wants him found and returned to the Bardado estate as soon as possible. His friends often carouse at the tavern, the Southwestern Bridge, and behind the district's waterfall. Alright, Southwestern Bridge. Get going. Run, people. Running through the town. Running through the town.
Merla, how is every ship hunter taken?
No sooner do you approach the Valiant woman than she squints and turns up her nose, regarding you with thinly veiled distaste.
I only deal with serious clients. Now shoo.
She makes a sweeping gesture with both hands.
Ak, done. You are dismissed. Madiko.
But it is impossible to find skilled work when every competent freelancer wastes their shore leave in the wild mare. When blood travels south of their brains, the value of a good bounty is forgotten. You, a nameless face of the streets? I do not make a habit of shepherding new talent, but... Ugh, there is a seed of potential. We will cut your teeth on Biakara, a Huana sailor and would-be patriot who plagues company ships.
We will cut your teeth on Biakara, a Huana sailor and would-be patriot who plagues company ships.
Herr Komplankanet, do you hate money? Speak to me when you are ready, then.
Interesting.
A giant? One of the Rathun?
No, much bigger. Such is the rumor.
Sounds like sailor tales to me.
Shall we begin? Strangest feeling I've done this before.
Alright, now I gotta find the tavern, wherever the hell that is. That's the Valera estate. I don't know where the tavern is. Oh, the Wild Mare. There it is. Alright, everyone run there. I've checked 2 places. I'm checking 1 more. It's just an episode of me running around the Queen's berth, which is annoying. It's just rather annoying. But what can you do?
Do you enjoy coin, my friend? Can you lift a sword?
Hail and welcome to the wild...
Yep.
What can I do for you? Be seeing you. Maywen Solus
from the tedious bureaucracy.
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually. Not yet, but I know that we will be fast friends. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak? I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for...
Clumsily unfolds a sheaf of parchment. The tankard slips in his grasp and spills ale down the front of his trousers. He gawks down at himself in horror.
1,000 times I practiced my speech. Mera. Never did it go this poorly. I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them. No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak? You will take the job? You will take the job. Agrasima. Something special for my first hunter, then. I will start you on Marian, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Mage and heading west of Mage Island. My first bounty to pay off. An exciting day for us both.
You've gained 1,400 copper. You've lost an item, Merrill the Mad's head. Total quest experience,
Maybe
done.
It's not much, but as I make more deals, more pyres will be available, Ak?
What bounties do you have available?
I finally managed to land the rights to a bounty of value. You may not like it. There is a thirsty drake who roosts near an oasis northeast of Mage Island. An important site for refilling canteens. The local tribes call him Purakeo, after a sea dragon of legend. Even so, they have no love for this water thief. Agrasima, you have but to ask.
Interesting.
Where in the blazes is that old man? Have you seen an old elf hanging around here lately? Dressed as funny, probably drunker than an eel in a barrel of mead. Andra's crushing void, I thought as much. Ugh. Listen, the guy I'm looking for owes me a lot of money. 5,000 coppers. You help me find him, and I'll give you 20%. The drunk old goat I was pestering you about, Oswald. Like the credulous fool I am, I gave him a loan and he ran off before paying me back. Fine, Andra's great sagging tits, fine. You can have 40% and rights to whatever baubles Oswald has on him.
You can have 40% and rights to whatever baubles Oswald has on him. I don't strap on my adventuring boots for less than half. Deal.
Haggling for the fun of it, not keeping you busy enough? The man I'm looking for, Oswald, was especially fond of one of the courtesans upstairs, Analis. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cur. She wasn't receptive to my particular charms. Let's see you do better. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. What do you want to know? I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that. But hey, what the hell? I'm one of the countless minor nobles that litter the Deerwooden countryside. You know Admeth Hadret, hero of the War of Defiance? He's my great whatever. When people find out, they start doing weird shit. Calling me lady, opening doors for me, buying me drinks. Really, the title is a mockery. It means nothing to me. The man's a family friend. Has been for... must be 4 generations now. The perk of being an elf, eh? It's my fault, really. I should have known better than to believe that damned old drunk knew what he was doing. Man's a wizard. You understand, and a tinkerer. He convinced himself and me he could, with enough luminous audra, create a device that would add years to one's life. Must have been a crock of shit, because one day he up and ran without a word of explanation or apology. I thought I knew him better than that.
Okay, interesting. Alright, let's go upstairs and see what we can do up there. Can't find this kid anywhere. I have no idea what's going on with this game. Better be something good up here. Not interested in any of that crap. Ymir.
How curious. See something you like?
Dancer turns to greet you, a coy smile tugging at his lips. Short for an elf, but no less graceful for his lacking height. Long face and dark eyes lend him a solemn air, but any hint of gloom is chased away by the wash of colour in his cheeks.
Aloth, this is the last place I expected to see you. Have your interests changed so much since our time at Bragon Hill?
No, I still enjoy tile puzzles and deflecting personal questions. Anyway, what are you doing here?
He looks away as though he's trying to ignore Ymir's eager gaze. The faint trace of a smile forms on Idhar's lips.
I could ask the same of you. I make my own hours, meet fascinating people, and the coin's nothing to sneer at. Better than stuffy old books and unflattering robes.
Casts a critical eye over Aloth's outfit. He opens his mouth to speak, but decides better of it.
This is Ymir, an old friend from my academy days.
A pleasure to meet you. It's good to see you again, Aloth. Anyway, I should get back to it. Be well.
It was lovely seeing you. Perhaps lovely is too strong a word. I meant pleasant. Perfectly agreeable. I can see where I may have confused the poor fellow in our academy days.
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if you're interested. I suppose. I was raised in the Adir Empire. When I was young, I studied to be an arcane knight. After an incident at my school, I left the continent and wandered until I found myself in Nikataka. As you can see, I stayed. Aha. Then you know how terribly boring it is. Why else would we both be here, eh? Did you enjoy the show? There's more till later, then.
Meet me in my room if you'd like to hear a verse or two. Meet me in my room if you'd like to hear a verse or two.
Come to seek ablutions for your sins? Ha! Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? Ha! I cracked myself up. Massage? Bath? Whatever you need. Just ask. Oh, you don't want to hear about that. I lived a boring life, so there wouldn't be much to the telling.
At once.
I will give you an experience you won't soon forget.
I must assume the question beneath your question is how a fire godlike came to find herself in a place such as this.
Perseverance. Being as I am, I have been forced to find it for myself. Now I teach it to others. To live in a world as a thinking, feeling creature, it is difficult. It demands strength, but we cannot always be strong. I help those who have lost their strength to find it again. 300 copper. I know it's a bit more than most, but my service is like nothing you will find anywhere else in Nekataka.
Intriguing. Oh. I want to pick
Let me
this
fetch
lock.
I've had practice. My mind.
Meet me in my room if you'd like to hear a verse or two.
Young woman reclines on the cushions. A hooker hooker? Probably a horrible word to use. Held delicately in one hand. Eyes closed, she sings to herself, voices soft and inviting. She doesn't move when she hears you approach, but slowly opens her eyes with a lazy smile.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilber. It's futile to attempt to summarize the whole of a person in simple words. How to capture their dreams, the desires of another, their feel and taste. But I appreciate your curiosity nonetheless. I am an actor. Trained from childhood. Difficult for you to believe, I'm sure. My troupe were my family, and we traveled the whole of the Adir Empire, performing the classic literatures to cheering audiences. The work was good when the crowds were grateful, and their pockets swelled with coin. I found a more dependable application of my talents here. To touch the hearts of others with my voice. I could not give that up. Have you come to hear some verse? Oh, her. Yes, she is persistent, isn't she? She barged in and began asking me all sorts of inappropriate questions about my customers. She grew incensed when I asked her to leave. She's no longer welcome in my room. I do hope she's not a friend of yours. Her manners are atrocious. I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now please leave. If I knew a man named Oswald, and if that man was in danger, I would still decline to be involved. Now, is there something else I can do for you? I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now please leave. Oswald has visited oft of late. He's a sentimental old man, and he longs for the words of our homeland, Adir. I would often read the old epics to him in their original Eldadiran. He's grown paranoid recently, however, always muttering about the shadows following him and other such nonsense. It was quite unnerving, frankly. He came to me in a panic a few days ago and shoved his journal into my hands. He told me he'd be back for it, but I've not seen hide nor hair of him since. I wonder, perhaps his journal would help you find him. Here, take this key. You'll find the journal in my armoire.
Haha, lol.
Have you come to hear some verse? I've told you all I know. Farewell.
Okay. Now that that's done, back down to the wild mare, please, to knock this bit over. After all this running around, I can already tell you I'm not a fan of this particular place. Alright, come here, Khan. Where are you?
Have you got any leads on that mad old goat yet? Oh, Oswald, you've really stepped in it now, haven't ya? Getting mixed up with Woodikins? You damned old fool. Where could they have taken him? Not really. To be honest, I spent most of the trip out from Defiance Bay, bent over the bulwark, giving Andra a taste of my innards. I hate boats.
Mostly to herself, she seems to only half hear you, her thoughts wandering elsewhere. Adar points affably in approval. Seraphim strokes his braided beard beneath a quiet smirk. Jolty's eyes gleam with dark amusement.
Damn, if only I could find that captain who gave us passage to the Deadfire. Bet he'd know. Wait a tick. When our ship neared Nekataka, the bosun told me about a weird temple on an island in the Karatapu Channel, southwest of the city. She wouldn't tell me what it was for, though. Got real spooked when I asked. Go take a look then, and let me know what you find. With any luck, you'll catch the old goat there in one piece, and we'll both leave here with some weight in our purse.
Hooray! Money in the purse. We like money in the purse. And the only thing I still haven't been able to do is find this bloody kid. Alright, get out of here. Sick of this. Alright, back out of the Queen's berth, please. Where is this flippin' kid? Rah! I don't know where things are.
Have a voice for shanties these days. Too much salt in the air.
Not even my Vithrak darling.
A tiny minute of falsetto per complanca net.
Alright, let's head up here for our last potential spot to find this bloody kid. Run, team, run.
The Hazanui is at the palace, blaming the Valiants for attacking one of their ports.
Well, did they?
Of course not. But the Queen must calm them down before they go to war.
Running.
Have you heard about the commotion at the palace?
Of course. Something about Luminous Adra.
A giant made of Luminous Adra.
All I know is that they're all at each other's throats up there.
Against a backdrop of jeering youths, a young woman raises her arms with an air of practiced drama. Before her, two men stand across from each other, mirroring scowls.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts to come to a peaceful...
The woman trails off as you approach, and you find yourself sudden target of the crowd's attention.
Who is this Nasenale? How many cousins do you have, or so?
Also glares at Lero and bites back whatever insult he had at the ready.
We have business. What do you want? This doesn't concern me. We've come to settle a challenge.
What's your words of? You want the Juana to know we're dueling?
My bad so to the tribals. We should be free to settle matters on Valiant terms.
Small wonder the old empire collapsed in civil strife if this is the Valian way.
And how do your colonies fare, Adira?
This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds. But is there a dung heap in all the world that does not have a little Valera cousin scratching through it?
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silver.
Miller! Scatter!
What? Where are you going, you stuffed shirt? Hey, wait! This isn't over, you coward! You can't hide behind your corrupt mother forever!
Well, that was fun. Okay. So I did that bit. Run to the estate and find the kid. He'll give us answers, hopefully. No one's leveled up yet? No. Alright. I think we did well. I think we did well. Not too sure. Suppose we'll find out when we go inside and speak to somebody. Let us find out. Oh, look. Stuff to steal. More stuff to steal.
You read my mind. You'll want to see this. Watch an artist at work. I've had practice.
Scroll of minor healing and 20 gold pieces.
Let me fetch my tools. I've had practice.
Hee 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 hee.
Ah, yes. The newcomer. I thought you might visit. Lady Izali Bardato. Custom dictates, I say, at your service. But I have not the time for such lies. You saw my son dueling with the Valera boy. At least he survives to learn from his mistakes. When Valera and Bardato cross each other, only blood and sorrow remain. Perhaps in time, if great Wodica judges us worthy of supporting the company, word has spread fast about the little spectacle at the docks. You've certainly caught everyone's attention. Perhaps the Watcher of Cagnua and House Bardato can help one another. Queen's Beth whispers of a Valera plot against my family. Something grander than pointless duels. You are a newcomer to the Deadfire, uniquely positioned to loosen Valera tongues. Zilli Valera strums a lute by the watchtowers, a meek-tempered boy, fonder of song and drink than the family business. He might spill something of his family's affairs. I'll have it taken care of at once. There. May it open doors for you. Try not to alert the Valeras of our knowledge. That is the point of involving an outside agent?
Attention is drawn to the desk. Among the assorted ledgers and documents sits a brass seal, still dripping with heated wax. The drippings have dried into an almond-shaped pattern which resembles the shape of an eye fringed with bird feathers. Yep, membrane flicks across its surface a barely perceptible wink.
Are you still with me? I'd venture that you're working too hard. Betello doesn't make my affairs any easier with his wayward ambitions. Oh dear. You're serious, aren't you? You think I'd put myself in pistol range of that old imp? I think you overestimate how much of my trust you currently enjoy. More pleasant subjects, I hope.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's get out of here.
Laro has returned to the estate intact. Perfetto. Too much Bardato blood has been spilled in the name of Vengiata. Here, for your discretion.
Ooh, money.
There can be no peace while civilized kith turn on each other.
I got money. Do I want to go down to the vault? Yes, I do. Let us go down to the vault. See if I can steal anything. Doing work for him. May as well get compensation. Of what I feel is necessary.
You have an appointment to see the vault, sir? So you did. You will find better welcome upstairs.
Oh. Damn it. I mean, I could have gone after them and just stolen their shit, but I don't think that would befit me very much. Alright, let's get out of here. Run, team. There you go. Alright. So, what does that leave me to do in the next episode? That's part 1 of Nekataka. Obviously, we have more things to do in Nekataka. Cool. So we got find the ancient temple, give Oswald's journal to Kant. Yep. So I got to finish that one. I got to go fight this. I got to find this channel. Find someone who might know Ada's friends. It is likely that someone in the Children of the Dawnstars knows her. I was told to speak with a Dawnstar elder named Nordigan at the Temple of Gorn in Nekataka. Right. So we got to find that. Then assist Zolti's efforts to shepherd lost souls through the Deadfire. I've decided to help Jodie fulfill her destiny as we pursue blah blah blah. After I blah 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 blah, I was able to think of this. I know but a house any souls from the ashes and the dig site near Port Margie. Okay, cool. Then we've got to go speak to that person as well, and then we've got to go investigate the ongoing feud between the Bardato and the Valera. Very good. So that's going to be part 1 of our time in Nekataka. So what I might do is we might run back down here and finish exactly where we started the episode. Just cause. Evor the Bright. What do you do?
Behold, Aethid Gone shepherds us all, traveler. Seek out his temple along the sacred stair, that thy path shall be made clear.
Aha! So I've got to seek out that temple, and that's in the sacred stair. So there you go. So we're going to move back into here.
Light of spring, sun of the world, thou givest me life and purpose.
Very good. Guys, we're going to end that episode off today. Another little bit longer episode today, just while we've been running around in Nekataka. But this has been part 1 We'll continue on in Nekataka in the next episode and continue finishing these quests and seeing what becomes of us as we move forward. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like. If you saw me miss anything or want to comment suggestions on what you think I should do, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. As always, guys, like and follow me on Facebook. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already, and click the notification button so you can keep up to date with everything KMDolph. And guys, I will see you for the next installment in Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Take care, everyone.